Caution, this video may contain spoilers. Proceed at your own risk. Let's dive right into Quentin Tarantino's very violent and visually stunning story, Inglorious Basterds. If I were to describe this movie in one word, that word would be subtle. Others may choose a different word. But for me, subtle suits the movie quite well. There's even a pivotal moment in the movie where subtlety drives the story, but we'll get to that later. The one detail we'll discuss in this video that you may not have noticed is smoking. Smoking in Inglorious Basterds isn't just for show, it changes the movie's tone. Let's start off with our opening scene. SS Colonel Hans Landa interrogates Pierre Lapadite.
Je suis Pierre Lapadite.
C'est un plaisir de vous rencontrer, Monsieur Lapadite. Je suis le colonel SS Hans Landa.
Throughout the scene, Hans Landa remains respectable. He's calm, collective, and acts friendly towards Pierre.
Oh, please, Monsieur Lapadite, this is your house. Make yourself comfortable.
This all changes when Hans asks Pierre if he could smoke his pipe.
May I smoke my pipe as well?
Once the tobacco is lit, Hans's demeanor becomes stern and forceful.
Now, my job dictates that I must have my men enter your home and conduct a thorough search before I can officially cross your family's name off my list.
Hans then explains his knowledge of hiding Jews underneath the floorboards.
You're sheltering enemies of the state, are you not?
Yes.
We return with Hans again, this time talking to Shoshana, the woman who escaped the murder of her family. Throughout his encounter, the audience isn't fully aware if Hans knows if this is really Shoshana, but details allow audiences to assume Hans knows who she is. He orders her a glass of milk,
La demoiselle. Un verre de lait.
and ever so slightly hints at a sarcastic pause when uttering her cover name, Emmanuel.
Alors, Emmanuel. Puis-je vous appeler Emmanuel?
Now we see the cigarette come into play. Hans lights Shoshana's cigarette and then lights one of his own. Hans says he had something to ask Shoshana.
Il y avait une autre chose que je voulais vous demander. Mais maintenant, sur ma vie, impossible de m'en souvenir.
Just as we think Hans will admit to knowing her identity, he extinguishes the cigarette, thus not changing the tone of the story.
Ce soir.
The Tavern of Nadine serves as our next example where Lieutenant Hickox, Hugo Stiglitz, and William Wicke are posing as head officers to rendezvous with Bridget von Hammersmark.
Hallo, ihr Lieben.
Setzt euch schon mal.
Ich bin gleich bei euch. Ich verabschiede mich nur noch von meinen 5 neuen Freunden hier.
Ich bitte Sie, Frau von Hammersmark, bitte lassen Sie sich Zeit. Amüsieren Sie sich, wir warten hier auf Sie.
I've gone ahead and fast forward to the part where Gestapo Major Hellstorm talks with Hickox after their game has ended.
Ist es, Fräulein von Hammersmark, störe ich Sie?
Nein.
Das habe ich mir nämlich gedacht. Der Hauptsturmführer scheint einfach nur immun gegen meinen Charme zu sein. Das war ein Scherz. Scherz. Nein, natürlich störe ich.
After the tension is eased, Hickox asks for 3 whiskeys with his fingers.
3 Gläser.
We clearly notice Major Hellstorm aware of his folly. However, we briefly see Bridget von Hammersmark's reaction as well, and her facial expression is that of fear. After the 2 men admit to holding guns to one another, and the inevitability of a shootout, Lieutenant Hickox pulls out a cigarette and drops his German masquerade.
I hope you don't mind if I go out speaking to kings.
By all means, Captain.
There's a special rung in hell reserved for people who waste good scotch. seeing as I may be rapping on the door momentarily. I must say, damn good stuff, sir.
The last example isn't really subtle at all. Marcel, Shoshana's lover, throws a lit cigarette onto nitrate film, engulfing the screen and cinema into flames.
Oui, Shoshana.
Thanks for watching. If you'd like more movie subtlety, ask and I'll create more. The next movie we'll be talking about will be Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight.